What's up, y'all? We just found news that the NBA is going to have an All-Star game this year. That's fun. I mean, there's been some pushback from players. Hopefully it actually does happen because it will be entertaining. There's also talk there might be the dunk contest, three-point contest, which is probably more fun than the game. So here's hoping that the MLB can actually have an All-Star game this year. And so I decided to put a list together of who I think each team's All-Star representative will be this year. Obviously, some teams have more than one, and that's great for those teams. So let's get into it. Now, the past couple of years, there seems to be a theme of 16 pitchers, 9 starters, and 13 bench players. So I tried to fit per American League, National League, so I tried to fill that out. And let's get it started now with the AL East. First team is the Boston Red Sox. I have Xander Bogaerts and Alex Verdugo making the team for them. Verdugo had a kind of a breakout year in 2020 for the Red Sox. Even though he came over from the Mookie Betts trade, he's obviously not Mookie Betts. Xander Bogaerts, he's a top 3 shortstop to top 5 shortstop. He's a very good shortstop. He hits very well. His WAR is up there at the top with like players from this decade in shortstop. He's a very good offensive shortstop. Not great defensively, but I don't know how much defense really matters in All-Star voting. We will go to their rival, the New York Yankees. Now, obviously, I have DJ LeMahieu making the team for them because he has been the machine for them the past couple of years. I also have Aaron Judge. Hopefully, he can stay healthy. Garrett Cole, of course, and Aroldis Chapman. There aren't that many relievers, so you need Chapman to make the team, although I don't think he really would deserve an All-Star spot this year. But Cole, LeMahieu, Judge for sure. I'm not putting Stanton or Gleyber Torres here. It's all right. I mean, 4 representatives for the Yankees would be pretty good. Now we're going to the Blue Jays, who will probably have the most All-Stars since like the 2015-2016 season. I got George Springer making it for them, being a first-time Blue Jay All-Star, Hyun-Jin Ryu, and Kirby Yates making it for them. So I got Springer's going to be the only guy out of that lineup to make it. Ryu is a top pitcher in the American League, and Kirby Yates, I think, will go back to his 2019 form, or hopefully at least close to that 2019 form. Now we'll move over to the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays, which I only have one representative from each, even though the Rays went to the World Series last year. So the Orioles, I have Trey Mancini. He's coming back from cancer. What a great story. He's going to go back to like 2019, where he absolutely raked for them. I don't see any pitchers or any other guys really in that lineup. Maybe Anthony Santander. I'm not even sure. Santander. I'm not even sure how to pronounce his name. But if Trey Mancini falters, I think Santander will be able to take that second spot. But right now I'm just going Trey Mancini. And then the Tampa Bay Rays, I have Nick Anderson. Now they lost Snell, who probably would have been All-Star. There's no one in this lineup except for maybe Brandon Lau, or if Randy Arozarena continues this crazy pace. Of course, I don't think he will. That was just like so crazy in the postseason. So I have Nick Anderson for the Rays. Moving over to the AL Central, we have the Cleveland Indians. I've been trying to hurry this up a bit. Jose Ramirez for sure is going to make the team, as well as Shane Bieber, and Zach Plesac is a little bit more of a on the fringe guy. Jose Ramirez absolutely rakes. Who knows if he'll actually even be on the Indians come All-Star break. Shane Bieber, of course, past 2 years has been really good. He was even an All-Star in 2019 before he had this crazy 2020. So those are the guys for the Indians. Zach Plesac as well had a breakout 2020. Then he went out and when he wasn't supposed to. But I still think he's a really good pitcher. He'll make the All-Star team. Twins, Max Kepler. I think he'll be a first-time All-Star. Kenta Maeda, of course. He'll be his first All-Star appearance since he came over from the Dodgers. I'm not sure if he even made one when he's with the Dodgers. I don't think so. And then Nelson Cruz, of course, because all he does is hit. White Sox, Jose Abreu, for sure, last year's MVP. Tim Anderson, I think, will be his first-time All-Star, which will be great for him. Lucas Giolito will be a first-time All-Star, really big breakout 2020, where he became like the true ace of that staff. Yasmani Grandal, there needs to be catchers on the team, so I think he's a really good catcher. Lance Lynn and Liam Hendricks. That is a lot of All-Star representatives. I think the White Sox are going to have the most out of any team I put here, besides maybe the Dodgers, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 All-Star representatives for the White Sox. That'll be a lot of fun. Going over to the Royals, they're trying to finish the AL Central. Whit Merrifield, obviously, kind of the face of their franchise right now. And then I actually have 3 for the Royals, which is interesting because they're not that good of a team. I have Salvador Perez, who had a great 2020, kind of getting better with age, like Nelson Cruz on the Twins. You need catchers. I have him as the backup catcher for this team. And then Josh Stallmont, who some people might not know, but he throws 100, and he's going to be a really good reliever for the Royals. Last team, the Detroit Tigers. I have Yamir Candelario, who had a big 2020 for them and was by far their best offensive bat. So I think he will carry it over. Maybe pitching. Who knows if Casey Mize can do something this year. And he might He's been a first overall pick, Casey Mize. Pretty sure it's 2018, so we'll see if he can do something. Right now I'm going Yamir Candelario. AL West, Angels, Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon. Not really much else to be said. Anthony Rendon obviously has yet to make an All-Star game for the Angels because there was no All-Star game in 2020, but he will in 2021 if there's an All-Star game. A's, Matt Chapman, obviously one of the best defenders in the league, one of the best third basemen in the league. Too bad he got hurt kind of halfway through the year. The A's really needed him. And then I'm going to go Jesus Luzardo, who is a young pitcher on this list, who had a pretty good 2020, and he started game 1 of the playoffs for the A's. So hopefully he'll make an All-Star team. I really like him. Rangers, I have one person, Isaiah Kiner Falefa, who was a Gold Glove. He went from a catcher to a third baseman. He can hit a bit. The Rangers don't have much talent on this team, and I'm taking him over Gallo. Mariners, I got Marco Gonzalez. Who knows if Kyle Lewis can continue it through next year, but there's so many good outfielders in the American League. I'm just going to go with this one pitcher, Marco Gonzalez. And then Astros, I got Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, and Zach Greinke. Yes, I think Greinke he's going to be 38 next year or something. I think he'll still be an All-Star. Bregman, who had an okay 2020, I think he'll still have a really good 2021. I actually don't mind Bregman out of that. I don't mind Bregman or Springer. I don't like Correa or Altuve from that Astros group. Correa might be an All-Star though next year. He really picked it up in the playoffs. And then Kyle Tucker, who had a breakout 2020 and might lead the league in triples next year. All right, let's go to the National League. We're going to the Atlanta Braves. I have Acuna, Freeman, Ozuna, and Fried. Now I'm gonna put Ozuna. What's his name? Bauer on like their teams right now because they're gonna be All-Stars next year. They just haven't signed. So the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr., Freddie Freeman, and Marcell Ozuna were all MVP candidates last year, which is kind of crazy. Freeman won it. And then I have one pitcher, Max Fried. If Mike Soroka comes back and was really dominant like he was before, that'll be great for them. But I have Max Fried, who really took a big step for them. Next one, the Nationals. Juan Soto, the Childish Bambino. I really love that nickname. Probably the best hitter in the league already, which is kind of crazy. Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, and Brad Hand are 3 pitchers, which is the Nationals' sweet spot. And I'm also going to put Trey Turner on this list because he's one of the best shortstops in the league. Mets, Francisco Lindor, obviously the new addition. That'd be great. Jacob deGrom, the best pitcher in the league. Michael Conforto, I think, will make his first All-Star Game appearance. He's been for the Mets there for a while, and he's really coming into shape. James McCann, obviously you need catchers, and he's a big signing for them. And then Jeff McNeil, the do-it-all utility player. Move over to the Marlins. I have 2 pitchers, Sixto Sanchez and Sandy Alcantara. I don't think anyone in this lineup is going to be an All-Star, but the Marlins have 2 really good pitchers. 3 really good young pitchers, Sixto, Alcantara, and Pablo Lopez. And I really like Sanchez and Sixto and Alcantara's chances at making the All-Star Game next year. And then the Phillies, you got Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, and Aaron Nola, the 3 kind of cornerstones of this franchise. But man, this National League East is so good, and there's so many All-Stars in this National League East. We'll go over to National League Central, which is kind of the opposite. Cubs, I just have Anthony Rizzo. I don't know if Bryant and Baez are going to be able to do it this year. And then Reds, I have Trevor Bauer. He's not going to be there for the Reds, but he's going to be an All-Star next year. Luis Castillo, also for the Reds. He's going to turn into their best player once Bauer officially leaves. And then Brewers, I got Christian Yelich and Devin Williams. So Williams is a reliever. He's got a much better chance to make the All-Star game than Kyle Lewis. And he had a really good 2020, so it's not even like just the reliever thing. And then Christian Yelich, I think, will definitely pick it up, get back to his 2018, 2019 form. Pirates, Key Bryant Hayes, and if he's an All-Star, I think he also will be my Rookie of the Year pick. He batted .376 in 2020. It was like 30 games, whatever. He's a really good defender as well. So Key Bryant Hayes for the Pirates. And the last team, the Cardinals, Flaherty, obviously, Jack Flaherty, a great pitcher. Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. Those are 3 really good players for this Cardinals team that is going to really contend for the National League Central this year. And Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, those guys, first base, third base, super looking forward. Going over the National League West, we have the Dodgers, who have 5 All-Star representatives. It's them and the Mets with 5, and then the White Sox with 6. So Dodgers, I got Mookie Betts, MVP candidate. Seager, top 5 shortstop. Cody Bellinger, 2019 MVP. Walker Buehler, and then Clayton Kershaw pitching. I could also see Julio Urias making an All-Star game this year. And and then they would have 6 as well. The Dodgers are overpowered, and it's rumored that they're one of the 2 teams in the Bauer sweepstakes. That would be kind of crazy if they get them. We're going to move on to the Padres. Fernando Tatis, of course, great shortstop in the league, super exciting. Manny Machado really put him back in the conversation as one of the best third basemen in the league after kind of a disappointing 2 years. You got Snell and Yu Darvish, who they just picked up. I would probably put Clevenger here, but he's not playing in 2021. He's got Tommy John. He'll be back in 2022. Also, Dinelson Lamet was their best pitcher this year, but I'm not going to put him as an All-Star representative just yet. D-backs. You got Zach Gallen and you got Ketel Marte. Oh, that reminds me, for the Marlins, I also would want to put, I was close to putting Starling Marte when I said no one in that lineup might be able to do it, but I stuck with the 2 pitchers. So Zach Gallen and Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte hopefully goes back to his 2019 form. Did not have a good 2020 whatsoever, and Zach Gallen became the new ace of that Diamondback squad, which isn't too tough, but he had a big breakout year. Rockies, just one guy, Trevor Story, who knows if he'll even be a Rocky by that time, but he is a top 3 shortstop as well, and that might even be number 1. He is my number 1 shortstop. And then Giants, the last team, which is like a team like on the bubble. Are they contending? Are they rebuilding? Who really knows? But their one All-Star will be Mike Yastrzemski, the grandson, I'm pretty sure, of the great Carl Yastrzemski. So that's my list of who I think will be all the All-Stars in 2021. Hopefully we have an All-Star game. I'm pretty sure 2021 was supposed to be in Atlanta, but it's going to get pushed back to 2022 because the Dodgers didn't get theirs in 2020. So, or actually it might be, whatever, I'm not really sure. Doesn't matter. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'm out. Peace.